Oh, she said the loan comes with a no prepayment penalty, so if I want to refinance in 6 months, there's no fee. And there's no PMI. That's actually not that bad. Let me see what 7.4% would do to this fucking mortgage.
Ugh.
It's astronomically high.
It's just insane.
But if it's only for 6 payments, it's not horrible. And if there's no PMI, it actually balances itself out. Let's see.
If it's just for 6 payments, really, who gives a shit? If that's really the case, though.
What happens after the 6th payment?
Then I could refinance to a normal rate.
How do you have like that lined up? I would make sure you have guaranteed.
I would have to talk to the broker. The broker would figure that out.
That sounds like some shit that people used to say at the used car lot.
It's like, oh, you can cross that bridge when you get there and
Dude, that literally is what they used to tell people at the used car lot. They're like, nah, this rate, it doesn't matter that much. In 6 months, you'll have some payments on your history, and you'll refinance, and you'll get like.
It does sound shady. You are 100% right.
24%.
Also, the cost to refinance is like 5% of the loan itself. And you're having this much trouble getting the first loan, like, wouldn't there be more?
Well, no, down the line, they would take, if it was a bank statement loan again, they would take more of my bank statements to offset it. They'd look at longer income.
The market's on fire, so like, you might end up paying the top and then trying to refi, and it gets ugly.
Dude, one word that I can never spell correctly is guarantee.
Warranty.
You mean when you sound it out?
Yeah.
Yeah. I always spell it wrong, dude.
Correcting you like Amex.
Hey, Jeremy, what's going on? Pancho. So if you guys saw the scanner stream earlier, I'm going to start doing that. I'm going to try to figure out the best way to do it. But since I only stream for like 1 hour a day, I might have a separate stream during the day where I live stream my scanners. I'm not going to be talking or anything. It's just going to be my scanners. But I paid like $150 a month for these scanners. So if I stream them for you guys for free, then I'm helping you guys out. So I'll probably start doing that for a few hours a day. I tested it out today. I think we started around like 11 o'clock or so. And then I just closed it down right before this stream. That's basically what I'm going to do most of the time. Tomorrow, I might stream them all day. So be on the lookout for that. We might have a scanner stream basically from like 9:30 to like 2:45. And then I'll turn the scanner stream off, and then we'll start the real stream at 3 p.m. But I saw a couple of you guys hanging out during the scanner stream. You were posting messages, but I wasn't responding. And that's basically how it's going to be. I'm not going to be talking during those streams. Yeah, it's too high. Even with the offset, it's too high. That's fucking ridiculous. Yeah, it's not happening.
It's crazy that like mortgage interest rates in the early 1980s were averaging like 19%.
Yeah, it's wild.
7.5% would have been a good rate in like 1992.
SPY is looking decent. You had a breakout of an all-time high today. You did break that 422 resistance. We actually took a lotto in Discord. Um, I said in Discord analysis above 422.50, you could take the 423 lottos. I closed those for about, I think, 80% gain. They went up over 100, so it did pretty well. Thankfully, we closed them right in the open because it nuked all the way back down, filled the gap. This is actually really good, though. This is very, very typical. Like I always tell you guys, when SPY likes to push in all-time highs, it likes to come back down and fill its gaps. So like if it gaps up, pushes all-time high, it likes to fill that. So this is very efficient. I like that we're seeing that. So this basically means that we could push an all-time high and be very healthy here. So it's not looking too bad. As long as you stay above like 422.50, it's a pretty strong move today.
Clean Energy is trying to reclaim $11.
Yeah, I could go over that, Smoochie. It's nothing too. The only scanners that you would need help reading are the block trade ones. Everything else is very
Yeah, I
straightforward.
think That's the majority that I don't fully understand yet.
Yeah, I'll write that down in Discord. I'll make a little
Yeah.
post.
Thank you.
Mere Mortal said, what causes a gap? A gap is just because the market is not 24/7. So for crypto, there's no gaps because the market is 24/7. But for equities, there's gaps because there are pre-market and post-market trades that don't get reflected on the chart until the next day. What do you mean, Poncho? You said so PDT would be what for the scanners? You mean like what time of day I'm going to start them? If I start them tomorrow at 9:30 Eastern, that would be 6:30 if you're Pacific. Whenever I say 9:30, I mean when the market opens. So like if you know when the equities market opens, you can base off that time zone. I'm in Eastern. The seasonality is actually not very good, Gupta. It's pretty bad, actually. The next 3 months, the summer months, are typically a lot lower. They're not like bad. It's not like they're not like red months, but the volume is typically a lot lower and they don't gain a lot. You don't typically see very big gains in June, July, August. They're pretty either small losses or small gains, very low volume. These are like the quote-unquote summer months. The biggest gaining months, I believe, are April. I always forget the winter one. I think it's December. It's either November or December. Those are like the two best months of the year. Yeah, I still like Jets a lot. I'm still holding Jets. I probably won't close Jets until we get below like 25.50. If it gets below 25.50, I'll probably cut it. For right now, though, I think it still looks pretty good. Keep an eye on AG. AG's up almost 5% today, but silver's not even moving that much. Like silver's up 1%, AG's up 5%. It's a very big day for Majestic Silver.
You see, yes, kind of dip back down into the top of the balance area, but NQ's hasn't. It's still trying to stay up there. I hope yes doesn't drag it down. Oh wow, gold came back a little bit. Oh, gold, that first hour on every day, it's like a guessing game what it's gonna do. Now it's pumping.
Any short-term stocks you're watching right now? Not many. We added a few to the list yesterday, but they're not moving too much right now. Couple of short squeeze ones I'm watching: TRIT, TR, ESPR. This one's moving pretty strong today, up 5%. I like Lulu. if it can break this triangle. MicroStrategy was looking strong yesterday, no follow through today. What else? Pfizer was looking really good. We called this out yesterday. It's already up 2% today again. DoorDash, another one that looks really good. What's a short squeeze? Short squeeze is when a lot of people are shorting a stock. So when it starts going up, they have to close their position. So it makes it so it can go up very quickly. FSLR, I haven't looked at that recently. That also doesn't look too bad. I think you're coming into this trend though. Yeah, look at that. You're testing the trend perfectly right now, so you gotta watch out for that. But it does have a nice double bottom. This could be considered kind of like a bulldog. If you broke the trend and then kind of pulled back up here, you could go higher. But that trend line's a little scary. SPWR, yeah, I saw a couple people asking about that in Discord. So this is actually, we talked about this a lot yesterday. If you guys missed the stream yesterday, you can go back and check it out. This would be like your signal bar for the break of this downtrend. Because you have like this wedge here that you're finally breaking out of. And then you cross the 50-day moving average as your confirmation. It's a really strong candle there. Little bit of a bear div though, which is kind of scary. But if it closes like this, doesn't look too bad. What do I think about the Bitcoin news of El Salvador? I think it's pretty good. I think it's good news. They're the first country in the world to accept it as legal tender, so I think it's definitely a step in the right direction. The only problem is El Salvador is a very, very small country. They do not have a lot of people. So it's not the same as if like India or China or America had that same news.
But they have pupusas.
Yeah.
And pupusas are delicious.
So a small country doing that, not a big deal. It's definitely positive, but not a big deal. You would need a big country with lots of people to have that same announcement. That would have a very, very big effect. I'm not sure, Poncho. It's a good question. I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna go get some water real quick.
Look at Google pushing up.
And GMA hit the water boiling temp. The water is not boiling anymore. And a good amount on those puts. Jimmy is down like $90 or more. No. Yeah, $90. Down 30% today.
No shot, Chad. ATAL's up 91%. Where's Wu-Tang at? It doesn't really matter that it's up 91%. You'd still be down. I think he's getting wrecked. Where's Wu-Tang? Must have had news or something. Big move. Take a look at Genus. Yeah, I'll take a look. It failed that pivot. Failed the 211 pivot. Failed VWAP as well. 227. You're coming into a little bit of support. So if you held kind of around like the 187 area, which it kind of is, doesn't look too bad. You're still above the 50 and 21. Momentum's not too bad. Volume's low on the sell-off, which is good. So yeah, I think there's a lot of support down here. As long as you stay above 187, you should be okay to retest like 212. Hey, Mucky, what's going on? Anything coming up on the scanners? ARRY getting a volume spike. Not doing too bad. CRSA. Not sure why that's coming up. Not really doing anything. Under Armour had a big block trade sell come in like an hour ago. Somebody's unloading their position. Doesn't look very good. Doesn't shock me. RH going into that daily pivot, 720 would be the target on that. Massive move on earnings. Asana's having a nice day. You still holding Asana, J-May? Is he in here? Asana's fucking ripping. All-time high for Asana. Beautiful bulldog. Look at this textbook bulldog. Kind of like a camel. Little pullback there and then broke above it. Didn't really give you a full pullback, but it had that consolidation. Amazon looking good. They were having a pretty good morning. They pulled back a little bit. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad. They recovered. ENPH. Let me take a look. N-phase usually follows oil, and oil looks pretty strong. N-phase actually hasn't been following oil recently.
Wow, that ORF thing fucking sold or dropped 1,000% after being up 1,400%.
Oh god.
ORPH. Holy fuck.
N-phase coming into a daily trend line though, so I'd watch out for that. You break that trend line, a lot of resistance around like 150 to 160. Very strong downtrend, so I'd be careful with that. They do have a big gap fill though around 170 that you could target. This was the screen that I was using. Oh, I can't show it now. I have it turned off. Yeah, I can't show that. But I made a special screen for the scanners, for the scanner stream, so you guys caught that. It doesn't cut off, so you can actually see all of my scanners. If I show it on stream right now, I have to cut them off, so you can only see like a small amount of them. But on the scanner stream, it's the entire window, so make sure to check that out tomorrow. You guys can watch my scanners all day. DoorDash does not look too bad today, honestly. What do you want to look for on the scanners? Basically all my scanners are designed around momentum. So when anything pops up on any of these scanners, you just want to pull the chart up and see if it's getting a lot of volume. Is it breaking key resistance? Does it have like momentum patterns that we like to trade? So like ascending triangles, bulldogs, breaking of falling wedges, stuff like that. But yeah, pretty much all of my scanners are momentum based. Here, actually, I'll go over it real fast. Let me try something. Let me see it. Does that work? That didn't work. Hold on. I think I'm gonna have to do this every time I stream because I do turn it off. Okay, this should work. Let's see. Nope, still didn't work. All right, one sec. There we go. Okay, so just a quick recap so you guys can see this. Top left is a call scanner. So these are just things that are getting a lot of calls. So when you see stuff pop up on this, you just want to watch the put to call ratio here. And as long as it's like below 0.3, that's pretty good. And then also look at this like little bar right here, the position 20 day. If this bar is like very green, that means that based on the 20-day range, it's very bullish. So if this bar is like completely green, kind of like these ones over here, and you're seeing a lot of calls and a low put to call ratio, then that is something you want to keep an eye on. The short squeeze scanner here, keep an eye on the short float percentage. You want this to be like above 30%. Anything above 25 will show up on the scanner. And then days to cover, you want that to be as high as possible. So anything over like 10, 15, those are going to be very, very high. And that means that if it does start squeezing, it can go for a very long time. This is just a breakout scanner. Nothing really too important you have to look at on this one. Just pull these charts up when they pop up, and then see if it's a pattern that we like to trade. The scanner down here on the bottom left, same thing with these. Nothing too important to look at. Just pull these charts up if they're like big name companies. Like, see how GameStop's showing up? So it says that GameStop is bouncing. So I would pull up GameStop and I would just take a look at the chart and see like, okay, GameStop is bouncing a little bit. You can see how like we're bouncing a little bit off the lows here. So if it starts to put in a pattern that I like, then I would pay attention to it. This one here is a high of day scanner. So nothing fancy, just telling you things that are hitting high of day. This one here is the biggest gainer scanner. So it's going to tell you anything that's above 5 billion market cap. And it's going to put them in order from the biggest gainer to like the smallest biggest gainer, right? So it's going to give you like the top 20. This right here is a breakout scanner. So this is going to tell you things that are breaking out with good momentum, good volume. So if you like trading breakouts, keep an eye on this one. This one right here is another high a day scanner, but it's a filtered high a day scanner. So it's only going to show you things that are uptrending. So the things that are above the 21 EMA, above the 50 moving average, stuff like that. So same thing as the high a day scanner, it's just going to filter them out. These are just 1 minute charts for SPY and Qs. These are block trade scanners. This is over 1 million shares. This is over 250,000 shares. the way to look at these and to see if they're bullish or bearish, if it says at the bid, that means someone is selling it at the bid price. So that's slightly bearish. If it says trading below, that is more bearish because that's trading below the bid price. If it says trading above, that means that it's very bullish because it's trading above the ask. If it says at the ask, that means it's slightly bullish because it's trading at the ask price. Okay? So at the bid, trading below, those are bearish. At the ask and trading above are bullish. That's basically it that you have to look at for the block trades. And then the penny movers, these are just penny stocks that are getting good volume. So if you guys like trading penny stocks, just pull these up on your chart and see if you like the setup. And then down here is just a volume scanner. It's just going to tell you the things that are getting the most volume across the market. That's basically it. Do you guys have any questions? And I'm going to live stream that probably every day. We're going to see how it goes. There wasn't that many people in the live stream today, so if they get like 5 viewers, I won't waste my time. But if people start watching them and they like me to keep my scanners open, I'll do that.
Using the RSI indicator on Ethereum, I traded that breakout.
Yeah, they should help you guys out a lot. If you guys don't have your own scanning software, like I said, I pay about $150 a month for these, so they'll save you a lot of money. And every single one of these scanners, except for the one in the top left and this one here, I've made these myself. These are all filters that I've made. This one comes with trade ideas pre-built, and then so does the turbo breakout one. All right, I'm gonna stop streaming that on Discord. There we go. So look for that around 9:30 in the morning. I'll start it up. We'll have it run until we're ready to start this stream right here, the normal stream. So it'll run from like 9:30 to around like 2:45. Next week's looking green, you think, Mucky? Doesn't look too bad, man. ES is being pretty healthy right now. Pulling back to fill that gap immediately is very healthy. Dash reclaim the 50-day. Let's take a look. I really like Dash, man. Dash is breaking out of that falling wedge, came back to retest it, bouncing all VWAP. You got to keep an eye on those anchored VWAPs that JMA was mentioning. You have the anchored VWAP from the all-time high and the anchored VWAP from the IPO. So if we break above those, above like 156, I think I have an alert there. I'm going to set another one. That's when it starts to get very interesting. Hey, Frank, what's going on? The stream will be on the same channel, JJ. So right on this same channel. It's just going to be a separate stream. So I'm going to start that stream, and then I'm going to end it, and then I'm going to start the real stream, the analysis stream. I tried looking at my stream on mobile. It's a little hard to read the scanners on mobile. But if you guys have like a laptop or another monitor, you can just make them full screen and just put them on your monitor, and it looks exactly like they look on my monitor. So it's like you're just using the same exact scanners. It will help you guys a lot, man. It's basically all the big trades that we took last year were things that I called out on the scanner. We had massive block trades. We had massive call flow trades. We had a lot of short squeeze trades during that entire short squeeze like marathon that happened last year. I had the short squeeze scanner already built, so we were ready for that. Silver is actually hitting, SLV is actually hitting the breakout scanner right now. Yeah, it's not doing too bad. You see how easy that is? I look at my breakout scanner, it says SLV, I click on the chart, and then it's breaking out. Can you look at UPST? Yeah, I can take a look. And by the way, guys, I'm not paid by Trade Ideas to say any of this or run the stream or anything. I'm not affiliated with Trade Ideas in any way. I just use their software. I think they're a good software. I pay for it just like every other normal person. Upstart does not look too bad. If it gets back above that pivot about 160, you should be able to get some more buyers there. You're bouncing off the 21 EMA. You are losing these pivots though, so you need to reclaim those pivots as soon as possible. You saw MViz on the stream. Let me take a look. Yeah, MViz isn't looking too bad. Not sure where that line is coming, where I drew that line from. Let's see here. A lot of resistance that turned into support right around here. You see how he pulled back into that level too? And now we're bouncing out of it. That's pretty good. So as long as we can stay above this like $20 area, it should be okay. Very choppy though. Oh, that was a weekly trend line. That's what it was. That's why it looked bad on the daily. Guessing it was something like that. Yeah, it was a weekly. I'd say the way you want to prioritize the scanners is the call scanner on the top left is definitely one of the ones you want to pay most attention to. And then the 1 million share block trade scanner. The one on the top right. Everything else is about equal. Also, very rarely, you'll get block trades that come up in the bottom left scanner, the bounce scanner. Those are like smaller block trades, but I've noticed the block trades that show up in that scanner, they typically have a higher strike rate. Like those are very good block trades. So if they show up in the bottom left, pay attention to those. That was the scanner that called out all the AMC block trades. If you guys saw my Twitter, I posted all those AMC block trades that those guys were just flooding in. That was on that scanner. And then way back last year, if you guys remember, it was like our first or second month doing the live options trading in Discord. I called out a block trade on Walmart, and the next day it pumped like 15 or 20%. So that person took that block trade, obviously on some insider information. So definitely pay attention to those. Anybody know what ORPH is doing? Let me see. I think Rhino just posted that in Discord. I have no idea. I'm guessing they had some kind of FDA approval or some kind of news. I think it's a pharmaceutical company, I'm guessing. Looks like a pump and dump. Typically when charts look like this, it's a pharmaceutical company that had some kind of catalyst. Little pump happening on SPY and Qs right now, getting massive volume. Most likely closing volume. Bell's gonna ring here in 10 minutes. RXT is slowly recovering. Let me take a look. Don't think I've seen this before. What is this? Rack space technology. I'm not sure what this is. This kind of looks like a bear flag. I wouldn't be too bullish on this. Yeah, you've already lost that trend line, so that's not too pretty. This looked like it was kind of bear flagging into the gap. So you have like a gap target right around 23.75. But look at the volume. Massive gap down volume on earnings. But then you have no buy volume to come back. Like even if I zoom this in, there's really no volume coming in. You had a little bit of volume on June 8th, which was right here. But then no follow through. Small bear div as well. So you're losing momentum from here to here. And now we're breaking downward on that bear flag.
Look at NQ and look at QQQ. You see what I'm seeing?
Snap may build a cup and handle on the daily. Yeah, it could. Nice little cup and handle here. Pivot is the perfect resistance. So if you break above like 63.40, that should go higher.
If you look at the Qs are getting ready to make a new high of day. NQ's not anywhere near the high of the day.
I think your data is delayed. NQ is high day.
Really?
Yeah.
I have data. Weird.
It's funny, exactly what
Oh, it is. It is. What?
exactly what we said this morning. If you guys are in Discord, there's a small indicator that I use. If everything in my portfolio is green on the opening bell for the first like 30 minutes, that typically always means we're going to see a reversal by 11 to 12 o'clock. And that's exactly what happened today. My whole portfolio was bright green first 30 minutes of the day, and then we saw a nasty reversal by lunchtime.
I had to reload it for some reason. It got delayed. That's weird. Yeah, okay, now there you. I was like, why is this
Your
different?
sub might have just renewed or something.
It did. It did. Last night I got a notification on my credit card.
Yeah, Q's looks good, up 1%. Microsoft going to go for that gap fill soon. It's already halfway done.
Yes, though, it's not. Yes, is kind of staying down. Oh God, there goes Q's. Let's go.
You could actually probably build a butterfly. I mean, today's Thursday, so it's kind of...
I do have one for tomorrow.
Well, I was thinking you could do a butterfly, but it'd be a little wide for a one-day butterfly. Like, you could do a butterfly for the entire gap of Microsoft from 261 to 256, 5-point gap. But that might be too wide for a one-day butterfly.
What now? Two.
Look at the gap
Yeah.
on Microsoft. That's basically what you would try to make.
So like a 261. Actually, I would want to go something that goes right. The middle would be like 260, 261. And then what? A 250, 256, 260, 264. 264 would take
Yeah,
it
let me
to
see.
a new all-time high.
Yeah, I would do 260. What's the bottom of it? The bottom of it is, so you would do 255, 257.50 as the middle, then 260 as the top. It would be a $1 debit for a, yeah, see the risk reward's not very good. Max profit 132, max loss 118.
There's not a 256, is there?
No, you'd have to go with 260 on the high end.
Next week's 260s are only $1.38.
If you widen the butterfly, yeah, then it's really not worth it.
Yeah, there's not a what happened. There's not a lot of premium on the 260s to make it worth it.
You would have to do the 257.50s, which is actually not bad.
255, a 5 wide is still 220. 255, 260, 265. It's still like 220. And there's not a whole lot of premium left on the 260s.
You
There's only,
could make 260 the middle.
yeah, that's what I'm
Ye-
what I'm
Yeah, but yeah, you could do that.
thing is there's not a lot of money on the 260s, which is how you make money on the butterfly is the mid strike drains the
Well, you would
premium.
make money on, like, if this went to 260, it would put the 257.50s in the money by about $2.50. So that's where you'd make your money on this one. Your max profit's 204, max loss 46.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
This is actually a weird butterfly because this butterfly would be theta negative, and butterflies are almost always theta positive.
Theta negative.
Yeah, it's theta negative because you're making money off the 257 call instead of making money off shredding the 260s.
Yeah, that's usually how the money's made.
Yep. So this one you'd be betting on the 257.50s paying in the money.
That are barely in the money or not even in the money yet. Yeah. Would have been good to get it yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday would have been better. This is the butterfly that I tried to take last week because I thought it was going to fill the gap, and then it didn't do it. That's the problem with gaps, man. You can almost bet they're going to be filled. It's just betting on when they're going to be filled. That's why trading gaps is almost always better to trade shares.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna pass. There's not enough juice in it. It's good to take them when they're not close to being at any of your strikes, because the premium will be in the middle ones, and the difference between 5 wide will be like $1.50 or something.
Yeah, it's
And
good
then
to take them as lottos, like when
once they
it's out of the money.
once they start moving in, then that premium getting towards the end starts draining out. Yeah.
Bell's about to ring, guys. Make sure your positions are where you want them to be.
We'll have some on the queues for tomorrow though, but it's only like $2 wide. Cost me like 30 cents.
There's the bell. Equities are closed. You guys on stream have anything you want me to take a look at before we close it down? Like I said, tomorrow, make sure you guys stop by the stream at 9:30 a.m. Eastern. I'm going to have my scanners going for you guys basically all day tomorrow. So if you guys like that style of a stream where I'm not really communicating with you guys, but you have access to my scanners, make sure to hit that like button on those videos. If I see those streams doing well, you guys give it a lot of likes and decent viewers are watching them, I'll keep them going. If not, we'll just go back to what we're doing right now. We're still going to be doing these streams, by the way. I'm not going to take these streams away. It's just another added stream. Try to give you guys on YouTube and Twitch some more content. Honestly, Pancho, I haven't seen any plays right now, man, that are looking like real juicy. The only lottos I've been taking recently are like big tech lottos, SPY and Qs. Nothing like none of the meme stocks or anything like that. The short squeeze ones are doing too well right now. Amazon actually had a really good close. Look at the close on Amazon. Like I said, there's really no resistance until that daily pivot around 33.71, 33.80. That is your next major level. AMD seems to be catching up. Let's take a look. So AMD, we talked about this in Discord. This was the lowest risk entry that it's given you in a long time, because this is the most textbook head and shoulders I've seen in a very, very long time. Like, you could take a picture of this, put it in a textbook. It is a perfect head and shoulders. But the thing with head and shoulders is you don't want to anticipate the head and shoulders. Until it breaks that neckline, this is just support. So you could buy the support here with a stop loss very tight, or if it does play out that head and shoulders, and then if it's not a head and shoulders, you buy the bottom. And we talked about this in Discord. I think a couple of guys were watching AMD back then. So it's trying to get back above the 50 week. It's trying to get back above the 21 week. A lot of resistance in this area. If you can get back above like 83, it looks a lot better. This could even be like an ugly bulldog. Like if it bounces here, puts in a little head. It's not too bad. But alright guys, I'm going to call it on that. I appreciate you guys being here. If you guys want to check out the scanner stream tomorrow, it's going to start around 9:30 a.m. Eastern. It's going to go until about 2:45. I'm going to shut it down for about 10 minutes, and then we're going to start this stream, the Power Hour stream. All right. So check that out. If you guys like the video, make sure to like the video, subscribe on YouTube, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.